Hello guys, welcome again to my channel. I hope you are all doing great. My name is Anthony and I'm primarily a demand and supply trader. I make market analysis and stock specific videos for swing and positional opportunities. If this is something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So without further delay, let's get started. So today's stock analysis video is about Exide Industries and this is the daily time frame of the stock. So as you can see, the stock previously was in a good uptrend, okay, and this was a higher high, all right, and then it broke this previous low, and here this was the swing low, right? This was a swing low. Sorry, that was the swing low, and then it formed a lower low, all right, and then again a lower high, lower low. So it's been continuing in that form up until this lower low. Now these lower high, lower low formations is what caused this channel pattern, the descending channel, all right. And now as you can see, this channel has been broken out at this point by a strong green candle right here. But you have to make sure to understand one important price action. Unless the high is taken out, this does not become a valid pattern, because unless this price creates a higher high, then we cannot expect the price to move higher. So my expectation is once the higher high has been formed, the price will have to move down, make a higher low. So it can be anywhere between this point, okay, until this point we have a valid setup, all right. So I have two guesses in this. We have a good buying zone here and a better one here, okay. So I'm going to mark this as demand zone 1 and 2, all right. I'm going to explain to you why these are two important levels on Trade Tiger, and I'm going to also show you why we have a good probability of getting a profit here. I also wanted to show you one other thing. So if I zoom out, right? If I zoom out and see, let's go to the weekly time frame. See, what do we see here? We see a flag pattern. So one-sided move, a small consolidation on the downside, and then a breakout. So we can expect the price to move a lot higher. So let's switch to Trade Tiger. So this is the top-down approach of Exide Industry. I do this so that I understand the price structure of the stock from the early time frame. With this, I get an overall picture of how the stock is behaving in all the time frames, and I understand if there are any concerns that I need to be aware of before taking an entry. So this is the yearly time frame. There's nothing going on here. The price is in a small consolidation from 1 to 3 4 years. Other than that, nothing much to see. Going to the half yearly. So the half yearly, the price is taking support of the half yearly EMA and it's trying to move up. There is a small half yearly demand zone structure, which price is already tested. Let's see on lower time frames if this is something for us to worry about. Other than that, obviously at 259 there is a half yearly supply zone. So this would be our profit booking area if we are investing. So going on the quarterly, picture is similar. The quarterly supply zone, it really does not look that strong, and price is already tested, and there's nothing to hold the price until this point, 259. There could be some smaller demand zones where price will retest out of, but we'll have to see that on the lower time frames. But however, the quarterly looks good because it is also taking quarterly EMA support and now has started moving up. Let's go to the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, we have a good monthly demand zone here, all right, which looks really good because there's a huge bullish candle, and it has also closed above this supply zone. Okay, this has closed above the supply zone, making this quite powerful. So if ever there is a huge fall, let's say the price falls from 180 to 165. So we know that this can hold its own. This will be a good opportunity to re-enter on investments, or maybe depending on how the market supports us, also taking positions of trading here. Let's go to the weekly now. So the weekly structure is like this. We have a demand zone in this area. Although it's not really looking that powerful, but the thing is, on the daily time frame, we can see kind of a trend line here. And this zone is responsible for closing above this trend line. So that's pretty much saying we have a higher high. The same concept that I was repeating on TradingView. This zone has created a higher high. So the low time frame zones between these two demand zones are in fact powerful. We also have the weekly EMA for our support. Okay, this actually helps a lot. So we'll always take into consideration this EMA. So let's go to daily. This is the daily time frame, and remember those two zones that I marked on TradingView, demand zone 1 and demand zone 2. Well, this is where I got them, and this is how I am able to take entries with a small stop loss and a good R2R. But in this case, the zone here, right? So this is quite big. Okay, this is small. This is not small. The smaller the zone is, the better R2R. Okay, we have a better chance of getting a higher R2R if this zone is smaller. Now here is how I would trade this. One is I can expect the down move like this, enter from here, take the weekly EMA support and start moving back up. So in that case, I can actually move the entry from here to somewhere above the weekly EMA. This way my R2R is increased. Also, there's a good chance that I will get entry. But remember, this is an aggressive trade. A better trade would be the lower one, but there's a higher chance that we can miss this trade. Okay, so if ever the price comes here, we can take this trade. But right now, if you're okay with being aggressive, you can go ahead with this one. I hope this video has been helpful to you all. If you have any doubts, you can add them in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you on them. You can also connect with me on Instagram at thetraderbro. If you feel this information was useful to you, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. It really does help with the algorithm. And if you've been watching this far, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.